Okay, welcome back to PADARTHA VIGNANA in Kannada channel. And let's continue with the practical aspects. So the next point is problem based or questions or situation where there's going to be 10 marks for each. Any three would have been asked. The first one, the six questions would have been identify and explain the Karya Karana with its type in given problem. Write and frame Panchavaya Vakya in the given Anumana. Identify Vyapti, Paksha, Sadhya, Hetu, Paksha Dharmata, Sapaksha and Vipaksha in the given example. Identify and explain Hetvabhasa in the given example. Identify the Vada applicable in the given example. Identify Upamana, Sangnya, Sangni Sambandha in the given example. So let's go to the first one. Identify and explain the Karya Karana with types in the given problem. So the first one, you can see that there is a shirt, pant and the coat image has been given. So let's see into the example. That is the Karya is going to be the cloth, that is the ready shirt, pant or the coat. The Karanas which are going to be there is the Tantu, Samyaga of the Tantu, weaver and weaving machine. So Samavaya Sambandha being the Tantu, Asamavaya Samyoga of the Tantus, Nimita Karana, weavers and instrument, etc. So moving on to the next one. Identify the given Karya, enumerate respective Karana, classify them and explain. You can see that a potter is trying to make a pot. So here the Karya is the Gata. The respective Karanas which has required is Mritika, Jala, potter, wheel, stick and other things. Samavaya Karana is the Mritika. Asamavaya Karana being the Mritika and the Jala in order to form the proper shape or to proper consistency of the mud to make the pot. Next, Nimitta Karana being the potter, the wheel, stick and other requirements, whatever has been there. Frame and write Panchavaya Vakya for the given Anuman. The first one is Shashapataila is Vatahara. Narrate the Panchavaya Vakya. So which you are supposed to be the Pratigna, Hetu, Udharana, Upanaya and Nigamana. So Pratigna, Shashapataila is Vatahara. So how we are going to give the Hetu? Because Shashapataila is having the Snigdhatva in it. Udaharana like Tila, Taila. Upanaya, as the Tila Taila is Snigdha subside Vata, Shashapataila is also having Snigdhatva in it. Hence it should do the same action. So Nigamana being again prove that Shashapataila is Vata. So moving on to the next one. Masha increases Mamsa. Just discern one of the example. Pratigna, Masha increases Mamsa. Why? Because the Masha is having similar guna of that of a Mamsa. Udaharana, like the mamsa of other animals like Aja, Avi or Kukuta, anything. Then Upanaya, as the mamsa of animal is Guru, Snigdha, Madhura, Shita, Masha is also having the same properties in that. Hence, the Masha is going to increase the mamsa in the person. So moving on to the next one, identify Vyapti, Paksha, Sadhya, Hetu, Paksha Dharmata, Sapaksha and Vipaksha. So here in the example, you can see that a 23 years old Raju, because try to remember it's a problem based or situation based. Hence the question would have been framed in the same way. Okay. A 23 years old Raju is affected by Jwara and has body aches with high temperature. Identify the Paksha, Sadhya, Hetu and Paksha Dharmata in the given example. So the Paksha is the Raju because it's a place where you are going to see the Lakshanas. Sadhya is Jwara. The Hetu is body ache and high temperature. Okay, the Hetu, high temperature being the first thing. Henceforth, you are going to diagnose this as a Jwara, where you are going to see that in the Paksha, that is in the patient Raj. Paksha Dharmata, the presence of a symptom should be there, and that is nothing but the patient. The Paksha, similar sort of an other person, maybe anybody similar having the Lakshanas would be called as a Paksha. Vipaksha being the non-living things, something like table, chair, stone, which are there not going to be a rise temperature and we cannot diagnose to be have as a Jwara. Do not give an example of a living things like animals or the birds because they are also going to get the Jwara. Okay, so don't give an example of a living things over here as Vipaksha. So moving on to the next, a patient age that is 32 years old Chikkana diagnosed with stroke, presenting with weakness of the left side of the body, difficulty in the talking. Same Panchavaya Vakyas. So the Paksha being the Chikkana, Sadhya being the stroke because it's already a diagnosed disease, Hetu because we can see the weakness of the left side of the body and difficulty in walking. Okay. Pakshadharma, present of symptoms in the patient. Try to keep this in the mind, it will be helpful for you. So moving on to the next one, identify and explain Hetvabhasa in the given example. So let's see. A 23 years old male patient complains of Shirashula for the past 2 weeks. His headache is moderate in intense. The doctor performed physical examination and diagnosed him to be having the Jwara. Shirashula, he had come up and doctor has diagnosed it as a Jwara. Okay, this is because the doctor believes that Shirashula is caused by Jwara, because Shirashula is a lakshana of Jwara. Okay, one of the symptoms of a Jwara is Shirashula, it is present, henceforth he diagnoses that. So here, doctor's reasoning is an example for the Hetvabhasa. Explain the Hetvabhasa. Answer. It's a sadharana savyabhichari Hetvabhasa. Why? Because Shirashula is present in other than Jwara also. If the doctor had given there is a rise in temperature, hence it is Jwara, it would have been a good example of an Anuman. But whereas he is trying to say that he is having Shirashula and he diagnosed it as a Jwara. But the Shirashula symptom can be seen in other diseases also. Something like in Pratishaya, Suryavarta, Jwara or Shirashula itself is going to be often one of a disease. So henceforth, he is indicating Shirashula which is present in Paksha, Sapaksha and Vipaksha also. Okay, where it has to be present in the not only in the Jwara which has been diagnosed, but it is also present in the other patients who is having Jwara, as well as where there is Jwara absent, okay, which is a Vipaksha. So henceforth you cannot consider it as a good hate. It's a Hetvabhasa. A 45 years old man, Mr. Krishnamurthy, is a chronic alcoholic who believes that alcohol improved his liver function. Okay, so directly you can say that it's one of the example for the Viruddha Hetvabhasa. Alcohol increases liver function. Okay, because we already know alcohol liver disorder, which is going to be increased with the help of in consumption of an alcohol. So hence it's one of the example of a Viruddha Hetvabhasa. We know that alcohol is going to affect the liver, not going to help its function. Okay, so moving on to the next, identify the Vada applicable in the given example. The farmer wants to cultivate mango tree and he purchases mango seeds from the market. Okay, so he wants to cultivate a tree and he purchases the seed. This is nothing but an example of a Satkarya Vada. Okay, so he goes, collects the mango tree seeds and he tries to plant them as a karanat, because mango tree will give rise to by the mango seeds you can get the mango tree, nothing else. Then upadana grahanat, so for the cultivation of the mango seeds, whatever is required, the land, water is you are supposed to collect. Sarvasambhava abhat, because mango seeds only produce the mango tree, nothing else than that. Shaktasya shakta karanat, when it has been properly nurtured with the help of water, fertilizers and everything, it is going to grow properly. Karana bhavajya, the effect of the seeds will be seen on the tree. If it is a good seed, you are going to get the good mango tree outside. So moving on to the next explain, milk converts into curd. So it's a very much directly Parinamavada you can see in the exam. Okay, then a 72 years old man loses his teeth, false hair, diminish of the eyesight. So you can very much see that it is nothing but the Swabhavavada, because of there is a change in the physical appearance, the falling of the hair, loss of the vision can be seen, which is a Swabhava. Vayaha Vruddhatva is a Swabhava which can be seen. So moving on to the next one, identify Upamana Pramana in that Sanya Sangni Sambandha in the given example. Spatikabam Dravan Snigdham. So it is nothing but one of the example of an Shukradhatu. Color is Spatika, smell is Madhu, consistency is Thaila. Then Shashasukpatikam Yattadvad Laksharasopam Tadhartavam Prashasanti. So it is nothing but Arthava, where the blood is compared to the Shashasruk as well as Laksha Rasa. Masurika is a disease characterized by blisters. So here the Masurika comparison is nothing but the Upamana Pramana, where the Masurika Divyadi has been compared to the Masur. Okay, so that's it about the practical aspects. I hope you people will take the advantage of this video and be prepared for the practicals and face it with lots of confidence. All the best those who are facing the practical exam. Thank you.